Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how you could use rhinestones to make a t-shirt that looks like this. I made it with my YouTube channel's name. You could make it with anything you want, whether your business name or your YouTube channel or Instagram. So if that is something you're interested in, keep on watching. Okay, we are in Silhouette Studios Business Edition. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my left where you have these icons where my mouse is, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna touch the A. Okay, that is the text panel. I'm going to click anywhere on my canvas and I'm gonna write my crafting. I'm gonna do the same thing. Click on the A, click anywhere on my canvas and write and. I'm going to do the same thing and I'm gonna write sewing diary. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, so this is what I'm going to have. So I'm not going to make this design very complicated. I'm just going to make a simple design that everyone could replicate. So when I have this, I'm going to select everything and I'm going to go up here where you see these three bars and I'm going to click the one that says middle or align center, which is this one right here. So what this does is that it aligns it correctly. When I do that, I'm going to go up here. You could either go right here or you could go over here to the textile panel. And I'm going to click on it. Now for this project, I'm just going to use a single line font because I do not want to make it very complicated for you. So I'm going to use this font that is called Norfleek Sketch. I got this font on Creative Fabrica. So now that I changed the font, this is what it looks like. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it the size that I want it to be. Currently, if I should select everything, it's telling me that it is 11.847, which is gonna be way too big. So I'm gonna take it down to about 11 inches. Okay, and the height I'm going to just bring it down to around 5. Okay, so this looks okay so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the YouTube icon. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here where it says file and then I'm gonna go to merge, but since I opened it already, I'm just gonna go to open recent and I'm gonna click on it. Now this is what it looks like. It comes in with this background and I got this image of Creative Fabrica. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete the background. I'm gonna select it and press delete. Now if you notice, it opened in a different canvas. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to click on it and I'm gonna press Ctrl X to copy it. Then I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing and I'm gonna press Ctrl V. So when it comes in, it's gonna come in like that. Now, when I tried resizing this, it was giving me a sort of headache. So I decided to make it stay the way the size that it is. So this size is 5.861 by 4.12. So now that I have this, I'm going to check to see what my overall size is. So I'm going to click on everything and it's telling me that it is 11.043 by 9.54. Well, I think it is okay. All I'm going to do, I'm going to take the letters up just a little bit more. in height. Okay, just the letters a little bit more in height. And let me see now how long it is. And still it is fine. Let me take it up a little bit more. I want it to be around 10 inches, yes. So I'm gonna take this up a little bit more because I want those rhinestones to look obvious, right? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back up here and I'm gonna center it just to make everything look nice and lovely. Now this is okay so far. The size is okay for me and everything seems okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to turn this into rhinestones. To turn this into rhinestones, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this whole thing just one word or one image because I'm not gonna do anything fancy. So I'm gonna group those. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna group it. Let me see if I so let me group the words only. I think I grouped everything. So I'm gonna group those. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open my rhinestone panel. You could go over here. Mine is over here under this puzzle sign and you'll see this that looks like a gem and I'm gonna open it. Now because this is a single line font, the only thing I could use is an edge. So when I use the edge, it looks like this. It looks okay. However, I want the rhinestones to be a little bit closer so that the words are more legible. So I'm going to change my spacing from 0.039 to 0.015. And if you notice, the rhinestones come much closer and it looks more legible. Now this is fine. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my rhinestones to this YouTube sign. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the radial fill and that looks okay. The only thing we'll have to do now is to move around some stones or to add some stones to the sign just to fill it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, in order to make it a compound path, you'll have to release all these stones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of this, okay, and I'm going to press release rhinestones. Now when you release the rhinestones, you're going to see a little box that is formed around the rhinestones. Okay, it tells you that the rhinestones have been released. Right now it's telling me that I need 1562 10 SS stones. It tells you at the bottom. So after you release the stones, you'll have the opportunity of adding more stones. So now you see that there's a box around each of the rhinestones. I'm going to zoom up. Okay, and this is what you're going to have. I think I zoomed too much up. See, there's a box around the rhinestones. Now, since the top is okay, we don't need to do anything with the words. So what we're gonna do is just add some rhinestones in the center right here. I think that's the only place that needs them. So all I'm gonna do, zoom up as far as you can, right? And then I'm just going to copy some stones. And then I'm just gonna add them in the gap. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now that you have this and you're satisfied, what I want you to do, I want you to go up to where it says edit, then you're gonna go to select by color. When you go to select by color, because this is just a line, the words my crafting and sewing diary, you're gonna click on the red. When you click on the red, you're gonna see that everything is highlighted. So you're gonna go up here and you're gonna group it. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna change the color. So to change the color, you go over here where you see this grid. Then you're gonna click the arrow. You're gonna choose whatever color you want it to be. I'm gonna choose black for now because I'm gonna change the um I'm gonna change the YouTube sign to red. Okay. Then because this is a fill, it's not a line, you're gonna go to the by fill section. You're gonna see black, you're gonna click on it. You're gonna see all that selected. Then you're going to go ahead and group it. Then I'm gonna change the color to red. It's gonna take a little while to group because it's a lot of stones. So I'm gonna go here now and I'm gonna change it to red. Before I do anything, I'm just gonna make this one a compound path, my crafting and sewing diary. So you go up here where it says object, make a compound path. Okay, already. So what I'll have to do when this happens and it's not making a compound path, I just go back and release the stones and it works. So I'm gonna release the stones again. Now I'm gonna go back and select by color. So I'm gonna go to the by fill and I'm gonna select the red and I'm gonna group it. Then I'm gonna make it into a compound path. See, computer is slow. So I'm gonna make it into a compound path. So when you make it into a compound path, the color is gonna go away. All you have to do, go back here, select the color again, and then go back to the little box that has the red line and press that none sign. Okay, and that's okay. Now I'm gonna do the same thing for the black. Select it, go down here, group it, and then I'm gonna make it into a compound path. When you make it into a compound path, the color will go away, but that is normal and that's okay. And then I am going to put back the color. So I'm just gonna make it black for now. Then I'm gonna go over here where you see that little red box and I'm gonna take the line off. Now this is ready to be turned into an SVG file. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select everything and I'm gonna group it together. So I'm gonna go to object, group. Okay, so now this is what you are going to have. All you'll have to do now is to save it. So I'm gonna go over here. So before you save it, you'll have to save the size. So this is telling me that it is a 10.947 by 10.41. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over here to File, Save Selection. Now you're gonna save it to your hard drive. I'm gonna save it as brand t-shirt SVG, and I'm gonna save this to the folder of your choice, and you'll have to save. The save type is SVG, so you're gonna save it as an SVG and you're gonna press OK. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see how it comes in Cricut Design Space. Okay, we're in Cricut Design Space, so what you'll need to do to get the image that we just did, go to Uploads, click on Uploads, then you're gonna upload image, you're gonna browse, and we say this is it, so I'm gonna press upload. Okay, so I'm gonna click on and I'm gonna add it to canvas. So remember the size that you initially have. Sometimes it comes in smaller than it's supposed to, like now it comes in very small. So what you'll need to do with the lock proportion still close, this is the lock proportion, you're gonna put the correct size, okay? So the correct size was a 10.947, 10.947. Press enter and the height will automatically change to a 10.04. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is ready to be made. I'm not going to do anything different. The only thing is that you're going to have two separate mats. So in order for me to I'm just going to cut it out on one mat. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to select both, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to change it to, just change it to one color so that I don't have to wear my gray cells. Okay, let me attach both so they cut the same way. So I attached it, didn't weld it. Let me just attach it. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it. So you could attach it or you could weld it. I choose to attach it. So this is what you're gonna have. You don't need to mirror your image. So you just press continue. It's gonna search for my device. I'm gonna ensure that your dial is set to custom. I'm gonna go to browse all material. Then I'm gonna search for the setting that I've made. This one is Melly Flock, and then I'm gonna press done. And what this is gonna do, I'm just gonna put my flock in to cut out. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I cut it out. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it off my mat. When you are pulling it off your mat, try not to pull on one side because it can actually stretch out the holes. So you try to pull it on by different angles, okay? Okay, so now that you have all your holes, I am going to put it on my Dollar Tree chopping mat. Okay, so I finally got it on the mat, so I'm gonna start brushing in my stones. For today's project, I'm going to use red. Okay, so I'm gonna use Crystal AB for the top and then light cyan for the YouTube symbol. So I'm lazy, so I'm gonna see if I can do it on everything on just one mat and just take it up with my stones. So let's see. I'm lazy. All right, just gonna take a leap of faith. See, to come out of the hole. I knew this transfer tape was gonna mess me up. I knew this transfer tape was gonna mess up what I'm doing. I knew it was gonna mess up what I was doing. Once I find it so wobbly, I'm gonna make it work. Try to get them back, pop them back in. Pop those baby back in. So this is what we have, in spite of the fact that the transfer tape was curling on me, I was able to get it. Okay, so now I am using a large gilden heavy cotton shirt, and I'm gonna lint roll. Okay, so I went ahead and I pre-pressed my shirt. Now I found the crease in the middle to find the middle of the shirt. Now, seeing that this is very it's giving a lot of trouble, the transfer sheet, because it's rolled up. It was rolled up. See, my suggestion to you, my suggestion to you is, before you put it down, put a heavy book on it so that it flattens out, right? Because right now it's giving me a headache. Stones are falling over and all of that. Okay, see? And it's a new transfer sheet, so this looks okay. I'm gonna ensure that the stones are it looks straight. I did went ahead and made the indication with the backing on, so I'm just looking if it's straight, and it does look straight to me. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press it for 345 degrees for 30 seconds. Okay, so I went and I pressed it. This is a hot peel, so that's the big reveal. Wow. Okay guys, this is the final result of the file that we did. I do hope that you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.